Elliot Thomas. I was born in North Carolina. 2 to 3 weeks later, my mother moved me to New York City with my great-grandmother. I was also raised in Schenectady, New York, which is considered my second home. Ever since then, I've been a New Yorker. You know, it's a love and hate relationship with New York City in general, but I wouldn't have it no other way. Being here in the Big Apple is something I'm very grateful for. Plenty of opportunities, you just gotta seize it. Welcome to my life, my story, and my journey. Ell Ebak.
You already know it's Lil L, new era the fuck up. Yo, Ace, I see you, my nigga. Yo, James, we go, man. Yo, Light, what up, nigga? You already know. Yo, I'm about to spit some bars for you, nigga. Listen, I'm not a bird like Raven, but I got a vision. These niggas in the game is mad problems like division. I'm not an anaconda, but I'm still vicious. In the hood to cops, everybody is suspicious. I'm a shark in the water, looking for you fishes. I eat them up, then leave them red like Swedish fishes. Trying to get a bad bitch, just like Fancy. There's no acting over here like Grace Nancy. Your girl want my nuts like ugly squirrel Sandy. I'm the Grim Reaper, fuck Billy and Mandy. Niggas can't see me like Ray, fuck Jay with Brandy. When I want to kill someone, the Thule come in handy. That niggas already know. You ain't no fuck. Out.
Elliot Thomas is a bunch of things. First and foremost, I'm a human being that goes through different emotions on a daily basis. I'm a young, independent black man that is caring, loyal, authentic, determined, and inspiring. I'm an upcoming Renaissance man that sacrifices almost everything to pursue my careers. I invest a lot of my time, my work, my energy, my effort, my funds, just to pursue where I want to be. Gotta elevate.
Life is about how you evolve and elevate. Learn from your mistakes before you evacuate. No telling which day is your last day. Like MJ, your body gonna fade away. Besides your name, immortalize, dominate. Because you elevate to the highest peak of your life, or do the grind and try for greatness. Only you can tell yourself the throne is for the taking.
I have 5 siblings on my father's side, and I have 4 siblings on my mother's side, but we didn't really grow up with each other or even have a relationship due to situations with our parents, etc. My mom, she was never really in my life, but I love her more now than I did when she was alive, which is unfortunate, but that's because I understand now. She was dealing with her own demons that I didn't understand back then, even if I didn't agree. So it is what it is. I'm still grateful. I was forced to grow up at an early age. At the age of 15, that's when I got kicked out by my stepmom and my dad. I had no guidance or any thoughts of how I was gonna survive, but I made it work. I'm forever grateful for my bro Vaughn and his mom, because she made sure to tell her then boyfriend Justin to take me in. Months afterwards, my dad tricked me into coming back home to New York City to visit my grandmother, only to come to find out that I was here to stay and it wasn't to visit. So I started living with my aunt, and then I was going back to high school. I had to feed myself, I had to clothe myself, but hey, look where I'm at today.
Lately I've been locked and reevaluating. Had to take a step back, take a shot and make it. Almost everybody faded, I promise y'all.
So me and E, I know him as Elliot from the 4th grade. Growing up, we met in 4th grade with a teacher named Miss Emmanuel class. You know what I'm saying? It was a wrestling dude. You know what I'm saying? It was in the wrestling. It was 3 of us, me, Elliot, one of my other close friend, Ralph. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I first met him in 4th grade. We grew up in the same neighborhood, which is Burnside in the Bronx. And you know, but we both have the love for music. You know, it's really besides. It's really besides more than a love. It's I think it's more rooted in like our soul, and it's something we both love. You know, which that we often have that easy to dialect about all the time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we grew up in the Bronx. You know, he definitely went further and definitely chased his music passion, and he's still doing it, and it's inspiring to see. Everybody don't have that perseverance or resilience to keep going, even when they don't see, the results they expect so soon. But you definitely keep grinding. Definitely a true artist. A lot of people not artists nowadays. They just, just a part of, they just doing anything on the song and say anything. But I can see the craft, and that's where we see the connection. You know what I'm saying? So this, my boy Ebak, that's my brother, and he gonna keep doing his thing. Keep doing your thing, King.
My definition of loyalty is someone or something that won't cross you no matter what terms you are on, whether they're good or bad. You just have that trust, that consideration of not turning your back on them. And you won't trade that in. Loyalty is something valuable. You can't purchase that. You can't put a price on that. It's priceless. And it's real luxury. And that's what you should value, is a person or a thing that's loyal to you. And we all need that.
When you're born, usually you're born into a dynasty or an empire, right? I feel as though I'm cheated because instead of me fulfilling my prophecy, I have to start one. Instead of me, doing a good job and carrying on the empire, I have to build one. And that's a hell of a job for a 21-year-old. You know what I'm saying? That's a hell of a job for any youngster, male or female, to have to build an empire for yourself.
Yeah. I feel I have been cheated by the rich in society that don't care about us. Minorities, literally me, I have to build a dynasty. Legendary stories of a kind that rose from the concrete jungle. Different cities had to hustle. I make some moves, but they don't love you. Your people like before, I see it's all equal. Thinking long term, not short term. For attempt satisfaction, I got a vision to master before I'm gone. Casper, ghost, toasted, cremated. This society is full of hatred, fear and love is crazy. Fair or love, to be fair or love. Don't be scared of love, money, fame, and love. To be fair or love, to be fair or love. Don't be scared of love, money, fame, and love. To be fair or love.
It's a hard time to pick in between the two. I struggle with both of them because sometimes I'd rather be feared than loved, and other times I'd rather be loved than feared. Overall, I would say 50-50, because when you're loved, people could take your kindness for weakness. And when you're feared, you might have people that's scared of you, but that only lasted so long. And history repeats itself, and throughout history, that have happened over and over again. When people are loved, they get backstabbed, people poison them. And when you're feared, hey, you have some advantage to some extent. I started doing music and writing music at the age of 15, when then I stopped due to my financial situation and still trying to deal with high school and, finish school and go back and forth. And then it wasn't until I was 21 where I was like, you know what? I need to come back to music and start taking it serious, because it's always been my love. I always was writing in between, but I never got a chance to go back into a studio and start recording. So that's what I'm doing now. And I love doing it because it's very therapeutic. And I'm glad I released my first project / mixtape, Misunderstood, which is considered to be a classic by a lot of people. Shout out to everybody that, tuned into it. A lot of y'all left my journey, and shout out to everybody that's still here on my journey. It's only up from here. We're gonna keep evolving and elevating. Now I'm an entrepreneur. I started studying herbalism in 2018 on my own. Shout outs to Dr. Sebi, rest in peace to Dr. Sebi. He's the first one that, opened my eyes and my mind to herbalism. And then I started working for a herbal medicine company called The Alchemist Kitchen. at the end of 2018, going into 24 years old. And then I said, hey, why not create my own herbal medicine business, dealing with herbal tinctures, teas, and CBD. And at 24 years old, I created my own herbal remedy company called Urban Healers. We're still going at it. I'm still learning herbalism. And I'm grateful to the higher power that he put me in position at an early age in health and wellness. I couldn't have it any other way around.
You're having both of these products right here, which is two different adaptogenic powders that comes with herbs too as well, that helps with brain function, tissue health. So lion's mane is the main mushroom that helps with that.
Now I'm doing background acting and modeling independently. It's a struggle, but hey, I love what I do. I love being on set. Shout outs to the casting networks that approved me to be on set. I started doing that in 2019 as well while dealing with the herbal remedy business. So I'm very versatile in careers. Let's look forward to more progress, to being on set and to creating more projects and being part of more projects. My great-grandmother is very important in my life. Ever since my mother moved me to New York City when I was 3 weeks old, she's always been in and out of my life, but we always make sure to keep our connection. I take care of her to the best of my ability. She's the one that got me into church at an early age, my first baptism. She's a down-to-earth person. And there's just so much more I can talk about why my grandmother is special, and especially people in Harlem at different churches, they know she's the first female deacon in New York City. She's my heart. She always took care of me, even when I didn't think she did. She always came through in the clutch. I thank God for gifting me her as my great-grandmother. When my father was around, when my dad got locked up, she was the one that took care of me. She's the one that clothed me, bathed me as a little kid, took me to church. She showed me manners and the real value of life. So I'm forever grateful for her. I pray God keep her here till she 100 and bless her soul, even after life itself.
Music's my escape from reality. I don't understand why people mad at me. Maybe it's because of my nationality.
I have another album coming out, my second album, which is called Cursed and Blessed, because throughout my whole life, I always felt cursed and blessed at the same time. And I'm always dropping new singles. So just tune in at Ell Ebak on Instagram or all streaming platforms. And I can't wait for you guys to listen to my second official album. It's more commercial. It's more to the masses of people. And it's good storytelling along with good music in general. When I was younger in my teens, I was going through a lot of traumatic stress and traumatic situations, dealing with suicidal thoughts. And I've overcame that now. I'm still a deep thinker and overthinker, but I'm glad to be here. I'm glad that I'm working on that. To let you guys know, mental health is very important. Make sure you take care of your mental health. I want you guys to be aware of that, reevaluate yourself and to figure out what you can do to deal with that on a daily basis. Whether that's writing, whether that's taking a walk, whether that's going to the amazing water, or whatever that is to bring that self-awareness and to bring that fulfillment. Never give up, keep striving. And to everybody that's dealing with suicidal thoughts, man, there's always a brighter day. My top 5 inspirations of all time is, of course, Sade, Michael Jackson, Marvin Gaye, Tupac, and Bob Marley. But in no specific order. Those are the top 5 people who inspire me in music of all time. Man, it feels so amazing to finally release my debut album, Born to Lose, Built to Win. Oh man, it was so much pressure on me, and I'm glad that I finally got this out. Shout out to everybody that supported. Shout out to everybody that watched the videos and really supported and shared it. I couldn't do it without y'all, man. And thank you so much. This was like an album that I put so much time and effort in, which I do with a lot of my music, but this one in particular, I wanted to make sure that I created a classic to the best of my ability and to showcase my talents to the world. So thank you so much. And if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's on all streaming platforms. Born to Lose, Built to Win. Ell Ebak On.
From that show Snowfall, she showed me love. Thanks be to God.